Welcome to today's stream, Journeys with YoungNails and Liquid Power Surge Aerial Powers. We are so excited to hang out with Ariel today. We're going to do some nails with her, and we're going to talk about her amazing journey, how she built her brand, how she became a huge success. Obviously, we know she's a WNBA star, and I cannot wait to chat with her. I want to welcome everybody from Ariel's community, Liquid Power Surge community, as well as the YoungNails community on YouTube. We're so happy that you could join us today. And without further pause, I want to start talking to Ariel right now. So let's welcome in Ariel Powers. Ariel Powers. What's up, Ariel?
Hey guys, what's up?
How's it going?
It's going good. I'm excited.
Oh my God.
I need my nails done so bad. Hook me up, okay?
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, you're in the right place because this is what we do. And I know we talked about this a little bit before, but you've got the right person here. Tracy is not only is she an expert, she teaches pros around the world, but she also does. I like to brag about her. So she does all of the Fenty shows with Rihanna.
Ooh.
So yeah, for those shows, Tracy is like designing and putting the nail styles together, and then Tracy brings the team and leads for those shows. So you are in good hands today.
Nice. She's like the Michael Jordan of nails, yeah?
Yes.
I like that. Yes, get me together.
I like that. And so, which is very interesting. You mentioned Michael Jordan. So is that for you? I know this is like debate ever long, but since you mentioned it, is that for you? Is that the GOAT? You said the Michael Jordan of nails. So would that be like for you? Is that it? Or do you have others?
That would be it. Yeah. Because you know what, when I grew up watching basketball, the first actual DVD that I got, like anything basketball related, was Michael Jordan's basketball actual DVD. My dad got it, and I would watch it all the time. And then, this man named LeBron James was like my second. But then I start like fluctuating between Kobe and LeBron. But overall, like Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
I love it. There's obviously there's endless debates and arguments and that go on. But
I think she's right. So
you know what? I'm going to go with what you say. I'm going to trust you in that. So talk to me a little bit about just nails in general. How do you love nails? You like nails? Do you do your nails? Like where are you at with that?
Okay, I haven't done my nails in a while. I've probably only done my nails once. I usually go and get them done. Love a good pedicure. Manicure is great for me, but usually I pick the same color. So I'm really excited for you guys to broaden my horizons when it comes to nails. I pick the same colors all the time.
Perfect.
I do the same thing, and I have endless stuff, and I'm like, nope, same two colors every time.
I'm ready to go out the box this time. I'm ready to go out the box.
Okay, that's perfect. So Tracy's going to take you there. And what's interesting though is Tracy, obviously she's seasoned pro and nails is her thing. She goes and gets pedicures, correct or incorrect?
I don't do that myself. I don't bend like that no more.
Right? I don't bend like that.
No way.
I don't blame you. I mean, I play basketball. I want to get pampered sometimes, right?
You deserve for the training and the hours. I mean, all of that that you put on your body, it's extremely taxing, and you got to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, massages and getting your mani-pedi, you gotta have that in the rotation, correct?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Yeah, that's huge. And of course, I know you're putting in gaming into the rotation as well. Yeah. This is, how exciting. I love that you're just, you're really kind of taking, on you obviously you have an amazing career. And but you're going parallel, you're adding something to it, and you're broadening. And I can't wait to talk about all of that. That's very exciting though. How interesting.
You're busy. That's all I got to say.
Yes.
I know, right? You see my schedule. I'm like, All right, here's sleep right here.
Schedule it in.
No, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been different dynamics of adding both into one season, I would say. It's my first season doing it, but I've been very organized and getting things done, on and off the court. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's probably the one thing that you have to be with so much on your plate. Like there's almost no option, right? You've got to be organized.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Period. Point blank. Period.
Done.
Awesome.
My brand manager, she definitely helps me with that. And thank goodness for her. She's heaven sent because like you said, it's a lot to do. You guys probably have so much to do all the time with YoungNails going crazy, right? And it's blowing up. Like you want to make sure your regimen and everything stays in line. So I'm thankful for her.
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you mean. Like you have to have like an amazing team. Like you have to. And I mean, I had issues with that maybe like 6-7 years ago. Tracy could even tell you I was like total control freak. Like I want to do everything myself. And
we just call him micromanager.
I was Mr. Micro.
CEO of.
CEO. It was like a real problem and I was overwhelmed. And then, but I've learned to like hand everything off to like amazing team. And like our company is growing because of that, like our brand grows because we have amazing people on our team. That is the absolute truth. And I'm sure it's the same with you.
It is. You're talking about building a championship team, right?
Yeah, that's
behind
right.
YoungNails, pretty much. And what you're talking about when I correlated with basketball, it's the same, right? I trust my teammates to do the right things. And if they don't, I have their backs, right? And they have mine. So, man, it's awesome.
That's great.
It's awesome when you can depend on people and they show up, right?
Yes, it is the best feeling in the world. It honestly is. And speaking of what our amazing team has been cooking up for you and putting together, there's a package I think you received, correct?
Yes. Can I show it off? Can I show off how
please.
Cute it looks?
We're excited for you to check it out.
I'm so excited. Can I open it?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna show them.
Cool.
I'm gonna slowly bring this down so I don't break the camera because I'm clumsy. You know, I'm a basketball player. I'm clumsy.
No, I've watched some of your videos and no, clumsy is definitely not what you are.
That's a different coordination anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, this is awesome. And the bow is great, by the way. It's really pretty.
Okay. I actually have video of Tracy. This was like in one of our vlogs of her like putting it together. It's fine.
Awesome. Oh, I'm not gonna read it out, but unless you want me to, is that okay?
Whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you want to do, you do. And
all right, let's do it. Let's do it. They have to be a part of it, like they're right here sitting with me. So, dear Ariel, and then it's hashtag YN Journey Stream is going to be something truly amazing, especially with you as our partner. We're excited to hear more of your personal story. We want to know everything about your life as a streamer right now and the path you traveled to get here. Excuse me. We know you have a lot of fun, which I am already having.
Awesome.
With this YN care package of nail products and other surprises. Please wait to open this on the day of the stream, which is today. Let's go.
Yay.
Let's go.
At YoungNails. Let's go.
Let's go. I love it. Yeah, we're excited to see you open it.
Ooh, look at this. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, that's so cool. What is this? Is this a blanket?
That even better.
It's a hoodie?
It's a hoodie.
Stop it. This is the back, guys. This is the front. Listen, hold on. I got to bring it up so they can see my face. Everybody in my chat, everybody that knows me knows I wear a hoodie like almost every day, especially in Minnesota right now. It's kind of cold. Yep. Like, plan to see me rocking this tomorrow on my IG, okay?
Oh, man. I love it.
Appreciate you guys. This is awesome. It's so,
I'm right.
It's so soft.
It's very soft. Yeah, they're super comfortable. Yeah, you can just like put it on, cozy up, and I'm a hoodie I buy hoodies left, right, and center. I wear them every single day. He's too.
Constantly wearing them and going, I'm hot. Because we're in Cali.
Oh yeah, you guys are in Cali. What are you doing with that?
It gets cold out here, Ariel, in California, in Los Angeles. It gets chilly.
He literally today was like, I'm so hot. Like, take off the hoodie.
I get goosebumps. from the chill that comes here.
No, this is great. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, let's get to the rest of the pack.
Let's keep going.
Because I know everyone is dying to see what I have in here, my goodies I have in here. So let's check it out. Let me move my mic. Ooh. Stop it! Stop it! What? Oh my gosh, chat.
Yes.
What? Are you guys kidding me? Hold on, I gotta bring it back up. I'm sorry. I'm doing the most right now, but the most needs to be done because you guys did the most for me. Like, what? This is fire! That's me!
That is you.
Look at me. Oh, I changed my hair, but you guys got it down pat with the blonde curls. Oh my gosh. YoungNails in the middle. You see the and Power Surge over here. And I play Xbox. Like, what? You guys are great.
And
like it's
Christmas. That's our team. Perfect. Like we were talking about having an amazing team. That's our amazing team.
Let's go. And what is this? Is this a nail kit?
Mm-hmm.
That's
cute.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be working off today to do some fantastic nails. Your own customized box.
Oh, you're making me want to go back and get my blonde curls now. You know what I mean? This is so cute. This is awesome.
I'm so happy you're excited. That just makes we're so stoked. That's great. Yeah.
Like my teammates are gonna be so jealous of me. Like,
and they should be. And you should put it in their face. Put it in their face.
Totally. I definitely will.
Make them jealous.
Just walk up in the locker room tomorrow. Like, oh hey guys.
Yep. Hey guys, what's going on? See this? My own customized, personalized Xbox controller.
This is dope. Seriously, wow.
And,
you guys
like the wrap on there, it's like it's gonna last. Like the team was so amazing, and they got me and Tracy one as well. And my son grabbed it. Actually, I don't have mine here. It's at home.
Goodness.
I know. No, literally my son uses it. He plays with it.
Oh,
Tracy got hers.
Twinsies.
Yep.
So
yep.
cool.
But my son plays on it every day, and it's like in like perfect condition. They're amazing. Yeah. So
that's why you have to keep it home. You can't take it from him.
I know.
Take it away.
He would like. It's funny when I brought it home and I showed him. He looked at me and he's like, "This is mine," and I was like. I'm like, do you see whose name? Do you see whose name is on there, dude? Like, this is not your. This is. I know. I'm like, he's like, no, Dad. This is. I'm gonna use it. So like, I got. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right.
It's over, Pops. It's mine.
It's over, Pops. Exactly.
My son's older.
Yeah.
So I just took a picture and just was all snarky about it.
Yeah, to your son, right? Yeah, that's awesome.
So I remember the days when me and my brother would argue over controller because one was like a cool color and the other one was like just a regular color. Yeah. So I totally get where your son is coming from. Like he's not giving it up, and I don't blame him.
I don't either. I'm like, that's cool. You know what? It's. I love the fact that he thinks it's so amazing that he wants to use it, and I'm like, let's use it. Play with it, use it.
Please
use it. Absolutely. Should we like break the kit down?
Yeah,
let's open the kit, Ariel, and Tracy will kind of take you through the kit, and then we can get the beginnings of doing some nails, and then I can't wait to talk to you about
all right
your up and coming. Like I'm
game ready. You put it over here.
Cool.
Ours is kind of
already
torn apart, but we'll walk through yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Oh, look at the back. Let me show them the back. So
yeah, that's
in
all.
The kit, the size. Pretty nails. Let's go.
You're gonna have.
I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get our picture guy to take some pictures tomorrow while I'm holding the ball. That'll be cool.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
That'll be really cool. Ooh, look at this.
So those are your full cover tips. So that's what we're going to be working off of.
Okay. Pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm going to look like a new person. These hands. Help me out. Seriously. You guys okay, let me tell you something about basketball hands, okay? Basketball hands, we get jammed all the time.
Right.
Like what else have I done? Not not only jammed, but I've like dislocated fingers. So nails, it takes all the attention off, the dislocation and stuff. So you guys are like heaven sent.
And what's great about these two, this kit, Ariel, is, and Tracy will tell you, like, these are meant for, like, if you want to wear temporary sets, like if you want to wear for 24 hours, you can create, like the set that you create today, you'll be able to wear it for 24 hours. And then it's like tomorrow, you can wear them before your stream, you can show them. And then it's like, okay, I got a game. I can't wear them while I game. And obviously you can't wear them, while you're practicing or playing. Right. So you can take them right off. And Tracy was just going to show you all that, right?
Yeah. And now I can pop them on when I want to look like a baddie.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm excited. Look how cute these are.
Yeah.
Actually, really, really cute.
Yeah, so there's 6 art brushes to do different things and like to do cleanup and stuff like that. But we were gonna put 1 in, and we just kept on getting bigger and bigger. We ended up with 6.
We ended up with 6 brushes. I put them all in there.
How we did that?
I'm not complaining at all. These are really cute. Then we got the nails. This is awesome.
Yeah. And then you have that box. That's your polish remover. So we'll open that up too.
Oh, this one right here?
No. Well, that has your color in it. Yep. And then there was it's a black and white box.
Oh, I'm so silly. The actual box. Yeah.
There we go.
That one. Yep.
There we go.
And we'll open that one up.
Okay, let's open it. Okay.
Your
packaging is also awesome. It looks good.
That's your pump to it, and so you're just gonna take that lid off, unscrew it, and then we're gonna put the pump in it.
Okay, we'll do. You guys are like, now I feel like a professional like nail artist.
I'm telling you,
all this cool stuff here.
Yeah, the kit actually, Tracy put together this kit, and it is a pro kit. All the tools and everything in there outside of the tips, like it's got the clippers, the nippers, it's got the birchwood sticks, the brushes for cleanup. Like it is a serious. You've got the table towels, to make sure the glitter. Exactly. Like this is full on pro kit.
Oh, the glitter. Oh, cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
favorite part.
Great. Is that your favorite part?
Gotta have sparkle.
You gotta have to.
It fixes everything. Glitter fixes everything.
Yeah, that's kind of the that's the saying we go by.
Motto.
Yeah, it's our motto.
What's this cool thing? Is this
so those are Yeah, that's your display. So this is what you're gonna actually stick the tips onto to do your design work kind of thing. So it just goes on those.
Oh, okay. How did you get the little sticky part?
So there is inside that baggie. There's a longer baggie? No, it's a longer baggie. It has like files in it.
Okay. This one right here? No? Am I opening this?
Yes,
this okay.
Yep. So those are some table towels so you don't mess anything up.
Cool.
I spill everything. Down. So
yeah, let me lay it down. Fix this up and then I'm gonna lay it down. Look how cool your camera is, where I can see exactly, and the stream can see exactly what's going on. No one has to guess. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool because you'll get to see, like, Trace will be able to show you exactly like detail, and you'll be able to see it on these little cameras, which they're great.
Wow.
So in that baggie, there should be something that looks like this.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the tack is that we're going to use for these.
Okay. This bag right here. I got it.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Oh, we got everything in this. Oh, a nail filer and nail clippers. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Listen, I was just talking to my teammates and I was like, oh, I need to probably like chip these down a little bit. And I'm like, you need to cut yours. You cut me today in practice. So
clip those nails.
Yeah.
Perfect. So that is actually what you use. And you just use a very little of it. You break it off.
Okay.
And you just stick it on the stand.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So a little bit of this right here.
Yes.
And just pull it off. Okay.
Yeah. It kind of stretches out and everything.
Oh yeah, it sure does.
It goes a long way.
Oh
and
yeah.
You don't need a lot too.
Yeah.
Like a little goes a long way.
It looks like a bunch on the screen.
Looks like what?
It looks like a lot on the screen,
but
it's
totally.
not much.
Yeah.
see, so you guys can see here. Me trying to do this. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Just like that, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
So I know I have a few questions for you guys because I know my chat wants to know. I also have a Discord and I'll talk to them about, the nail stream. Yeah. And how long have you guys been doing this?
Yeah, we've been around since '92. So company started with my mom started the company with my brother, and my mom is like straight savage. I'm talking like the strongest human being that I know, the nicest. Like if you met her, Ariel, she would like. She's just a beautiful human being. She's so gentle and soft, but don't let that deceive you.
Don't mess with her.
She is.
You won't win.
You will not win. Exactly. She is such a strong, just beautiful person.
And she started the business. I don't think you've said this before, but she started the business when she was 49.
Yeah, she was 49 years old and decided, like, I was off to college, and she was like, "I'm going to do my own thing now. I'm going to start my own business." So she absolutely decided. She met somebody, partnered with him, didn't even know him, partnered with him, pulled my brother in. They started the business, and a lot of turbulence along the way, a lot of rough waters, and it got insane and gnarly, for a good amount of years. It took us 13 years before we actually turned like zero debt, to get ourselves out of financial. And then from there started kind of building and developing the company. And really the last 5 years, we've been seeing insane growth of the company, really kind of sharing lots of content, lots of helping people how to be successful. Like that's our thing is let us show you how to do nails and have a successful career in this industry if you want it. And then, we obviously provide the products. We manufacture the products, but we've been doing it a while. Tracy, actually, how long have you been doing nails, Trace?
97.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm in great hands.
You're in great hands.
You are the GOAT for real. Like I'm so excited. That's awesome. Yeah. That's so awesome that your mom started it. Really. Yeah, I'm sure she was like, oh, the boys are finally, they're in college. I can do my own thing now. That's really cool.
Exactly. She was like, he's out of the house. I can, because my mom, my dad worked, and he was a mechanic and he was a hardworking man. But he worked, 12 to 15 hours a day and turning wrenches. So my mom raised us, she was the everything, like school, study, get your butts up. She was the enforcer, the disciplinarian. She was everything. And so amazing, and she still amazing woman. Yeah, she still is.
That's awesome. This is awesome. So tell your mom I said thank you, by the way. And then tell her when I come to LA, she needs to come to the games.
Oh my God.
Sure. That'd be awesome.
It would love that. She would love that. That'd be amazing, Ariel. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, so because we have so many questions for you too.
Oh my God.
All right.
Endless.
But I thought we could just show you how to size them, and then while you're sizing your nails. So basically the tips come from largest from right to left, and then right to left again. Okay. So largest to smallest. And then you're just going to measure your finger, and it fits when it kind of, you just push it down and it meets from side to side.
It meets from side to side. How do I open this without breaking it? Is it
you just go in the center and kind of put pressure. Right here.
All right. Oh, you know what? That was a little slow of me. I was over here. Oh no, I opened it the wrong way. Hold on, guys.
That's all right. That's all right.
I was trying to open it from the back.
Oh, the other side. I understand.
I've done that.
I'm like, no, I don't want to break anything. Okay. We're going to figure it out, though. All right. I'm ready now.
Okay.
So are we starting with the thumb?
I usually do, but that's all preference.
Okay. No, let's start with the thumb.
After you measure it, you'll just stick it on the stand.
Okay. No, this is perfect for my thumb, at least. I think it is. This looks great.
So I'm really curious, what came first, gaming or basketball?
Oh, great question.
Oh, You know what? It was kind of at the same time, but if I remember basketball more than I remember gaming first. You know what I mean? Like I started playing basketball since I was a young girl, since I basically could walk. I actually started boxing first, and then and then met basketball. I fell in love with basketball. So basketball first, and then after it was gaming. But it was kind of like at the same time, really.
Yeah. So you did game, like growing up, you were gaming, right?
Oh yeah. So we started. Do you remember like when the first Drake album came out years ago? Like I remember playing 2K to that, and even a little bit before that, like Call of Duty was huge, and Call of Duty came out, and I have a younger brother, and with siblings you don't always get along, and my parents are like, "What's going on? Like they're too quiet in there." My dad comes in the room, and he's like, "Wait, you guys are getting along?" And it's because we were playing a game and my brother was showing me like this whole online thing. And I never knew like he could talk to people around the world from different countries and still play the game online. It was crazy. But my brother knew all about that. So when he introduced it to me, my dad fell in love with it too. Because he's like a Marine guy and we were playing like a first shooter game. And then literally legit, I kid you not, the next day, my dad comes home with 2 more Xboxes, 2 more headsets, and we're driving my mother crazy in this small house. Like, look right, look left, and then we're all loud because we can't hear it. We can't hear that we're so loud because of the microphone. And oh my gosh, ever since then, it's just been a family thing. It's been a family thing.
Did your mom finally? She come over and
you know joining? What? That's why. So Nintendo 64. That's why I said it was all at the same time. So Nintendo 64. My mother was the first woman that I've ever seen play. She played 007 on Nintendo 64, and she loved.
Bond was such a great game. I remember that game. Yeah.
She loved 007. Listen, don't ask my mom to play 007 because she's gonna get so competitive. It was great. After that, she kind of stopped playing after Nintendo 64, and we continued to play. And then now she just watches me on Twitch. She's probably in the channel right now. She just watches me on Twitch. Yeah.
It's crazy, Ariel, because you talk about how like your dad walked in the door and he's got 2 Xboxes. You guys had the heads. I literally do that with my kids.
Yeah.
Like we play Fortnite, right? We've got the headsets. Like I'm on the PC, he's on the Switch, and we literally play duos, and we are literally like, go left, shooter, go around the corner. Like it is. And like when we get a victory, you would think we just won the world championship. It's like, like we go off. Yes. And so I love that. I love that it reminds me of kind of like what's going on in my family, right now. Gaming is like it's a kind of it's how we spend time together right now. You know what I mean? It's it's very special. It's very special.
It is, especially during this pandemic. And like you said, sometimes, you're fortunate to have your family close with you. But I know people that during the pandemic, they haven't seen their family, or at least, we've been a year out now. And the first year, like they didn't get to see their family. Right. And I've been in situations overseas where I haven't had a chance to see my family. So what made me stay connected was video games,
Video games. Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And like basketball growing up, I mean, obviously, this is your, you've built an amazing career.
Thank you.
Talk about that a little bit. Like what was, like, when did you know, like, okay, this is what I want to do, with my life? And obviously gaming is a huge part too, because you're doing that simultaneously, but just on the athletic side, like, when did you know?
So for me, I first said it out loud and knew I meant it. I remember being in high school, we all would, like, for lunch, we would all go into the art room. That was just like a thing, like the athletes went to the art room, and we were talking, everybody was talking about what they wanted to be when they grow up. And it was my turn to talk. And I was like, I want to be a WNBA player. And that was freshman year in high school. So that's when I first said it out loud. And then around sophomore year, I was like, yeah, that's where we're headed for sure. I'm not stopping, and a little bit before I actually said it out loud, that was like, I just knew I loved it. I just fell in love with the sport. I fell in love with basketball. I fell in love with learning about it. I fell in love with getting better, practicing, playing. I was just so in love with it. And my love continued to grow as the years, came about. And then sophomore year playing, I just pushed myself to the limits, and so did my dad. He helped push me to the limits, and it just took over from there to where I started getting college scholarships, offers. And then I was just like, I was overwhelmed. Actually, I didn't know where to go, but I was like, okay, this is the next step in getting to my goal. Yep, that's when it started.
Like, what did that feel like saying it out loud? And you're like, okay, now, because when you say it out loud, it's like you're kind of signing a contract with yourself.
It in stone.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly, Trace. You're like, really, and it's like, okay, now I got it. Like, that must have felt like empowering and like a release almost, right?
Believe it or not, I was young and I was extremely shy. Like, if I was a freshman in high school now, I probably couldn't even do this because I was so shy. So when I said it out loud, like, my heart was pumping. I cared about what other people thought. And I was like, oh gosh, what if I said this and I can't accomplish it, right? And I think, I know as I, grew older and I went through a lot of things in adversity, or, growing up around that age, trying to get people just to like you, right? That's a big thing when you're in high school. And I had a lot of situations through AAU basketball where I had to learn, and a lot of talks with my parents, that everybody's not going to like you and everybody's not going to agree with you. And some might not think you can achieve your goals, but who cares what they think? That's right. It's the person in the mirror. And then that's when things start really changing for me.
That's amazing. And obviously it sounds like your parents' huge support system in your path, whether gaming or athletics, basketball. Yes. It sounds like they're a huge part of that, right?
You said that your first video was from your dad. Was that like his plan all along to get you?
Maybe that's why he named me Aerial Powers, right? Like, his plan for me to be in the WNBA. But no, I don't know why he got me that video. Honestly, I know he knew that my love for basketball was there and it was growing. I mean, I literally didn't go anywhere without my basketball. I had my basketball in my shoes. He was like, hey, we're going to your great grandma's house. Oh, hold on, Dad. Let me grab my shoes. Let me grab my ball. You can ask my mother and my brother. I'm like, oh, throw it in the trunk. It was always with me. No matter where I went, it was always with me. And that's where my family, they were like, oh, this is what she wants to do.
Yeah. Obsessed, right?
Like, obsessed.
Yeah. Like constantly thinking about it, visual, like thinking, like it's always on your mind, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know your family was
great stories.
I know your family was very supportive, but did like anybody like that was really important to you, or even your schoolmates, were they just like, what are you talking about?
That's what I was gonna say. I have some great stories, and I can't wait to share it because I think it's a very important lesson. My great grandmother was I don't know if I should be saying this, but my favorite grandma. She was like the coolest grandma ever. She was just really, really cool. Just a great spirit about her. And, you always as a kid have some family member's house that you love to go over just to be around. And it was always for me, my great grandmother. And some of my cousins lived over there, and that was another part. And I was like the girl in the family that was the tomboy, right? I wasn't playing with dolls. I wasn't braiding hair. I didn't care about wearing this and wearing that. I just wanted to hoop. Or I just wanted to, if the boys were throwing a football, I just wanted to throw the football. Like, I was such a tomboy, right? And I remember specifically kids down the street were playing outside on the hoop. And I'm like, yo, grandma, I want to go down there and play. And she's like, you can't go down there with all those boys. And I was like, grandma, what? What do you mean I can't go down there with all those boys? She's like, no, they're too rough. And I'm like, grandma, what? And I was like, my dad will let me play with them. Yeah. and she's like, no, he won't. call him. So I called my dad and I called him. I was like, Grandma won't let me go down there because it's boys and she's nervous I'm gonna get hurt. But like, how am I gonna get better? Like, I want to play. So my dad asked to speak to my grandma. He had a talk with her about it. And she goes, okay, fine. And makes my older cousin, which is a boy, go down there. And he didn't like basketball. He was like, I don't want to go down there with you. Made him go down there and watch me, right? So this became a thing. And now that I'm in the WNBA, it's like he's like so proud. He's like, I feel like I was a part of that. But the big thing was, in my grandmother's time, when she was born, girls did this and guys did this. So when it came to the next generations, she was like, oh no, no, you're not doing that, right? So when I got a scholarship for basketball, her eyes opened a little bit more. She's like, oh man, now she's seeing me on TV playing. Then I get in the league and she's like, oh my God, I just didn't know. You remember when you were a little girl begging me to go down the street? Now look at you. And it was just like an eye opener, because through the generations, things change. And she's like, wow, you made a career out of something that I thought you shouldn't be doing.
That, like, you're doing something, like the inspiration that you're providing for little girls right now, right? Breaking out like this. Like my daughter, I told her I was coming on with you and I was like, she's a WNBA player. She's professional. She's champion. And my daughter's just like, my daughter's 11 and she's same. She's like, she's not, she can be girly girl when she wants, but she likes to roll with the guys. She's super tough, strong girl. She's her own person.
Yeah, she does what she wants. No one's influencing that.
Yeah, absolutely. And she was like so amped to for this session. So but that's gotta feel amazing for you, because you're doing something that's so much bigger, right, than basketball. Like you're providing like inspiration for these girls, like
a model, role model, like totally
huge role model. Like look what she did. Like just talking about making that connection for like your grandma's amazement, right? And then like her just going, oh my God, look how
so proud.
How my girl is changing. Like you're changing the world. And for my daughter to see that too, like, I mean, I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's continue with a few nails. I want to make sure you.
Of course.
Because
I'm all set. By the way, I think I'm all set. Figured it out.
Nice. You got them on there. Perfect.
We're gonna take the file, one of the files that were in the bags.
Okay. These pretty little nail files right here. Look at this.
Yes. Yep. And we're going to use the other side, the buffer side.
Okay, gotcha.
And we're just going to lightly buffer the top just to take the shine off. Nothing aggressive. It's quick.
All right.
So when did you start like full on doing like Twitch streaming and for gaming?
It's actually been a little over a year now, and it's crazy how it started. My friend was on Twitch and she was playing games. And I saw her whole setup and she was playing on Twitch and I was like, people really watch you play the game? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I don't think they'll watch me, but I play the game all the time. Like maybe I should do it. And she introduced me to it and I got my setup and I was excited. And for basketball, guys, my adrenaline after games is so high. I can hardly sleep. I cannot sleep. I can lay there for hours and I just won't be able to sleep. So I learned to play the video game until I got sleepy. And that became a thing. So when I started Twitch, that was my whole thing, playing video games after the games, and people from the actual game or people that didn't get the chance to come to the stadium or maybe watch it on our league pass, they would come to my Twitch stream and talk about the game. And it just became its family of its own. And a lot of them are in here now. So yeah, it's been cool.
So it's kind of like you play your game, huge adrenaline rush, and then you this is kind of like your wind down a little bit, right? Like you can go on, you can play, you can wind down.
This is your wind down. I'm sorry, that's like aggressive gaming on Twitch. Like I'm calming down.
Yeah. No, that is, even though I'm still like rowdy, but it's a little like less rowdy. Like I'm not playing for like trying to get a championship, but still like it's that feel. But it's like a relief, you know?
Yeah.
And what's the game of choice?
Oh, I have a lot, but lately I've been grinding Call of Duty. I like Apex and 2K as well. Yep.
I also saw one of the games on your when I was checking out your page was Among Us. You play a lot of Among Us?
So I do that with my Twitch family. They love Among Us. Like you like Among Us too? It's great, right?
I honestly like it because I get to kill people. But
and like sneak off and then lie about it after.
Total. There's something about it just makes me feel good.
No, we've talked about this like before, but like she was really like, I mean, she was playing on her phone constantly, you know, and I'm like, Tracy, get a Switch, Nintendo Switch, so you can
Tracy,
play it.
Work first.
I wasn't even concerned. I'm like, I know you're getting stuff done, but like this is her like also it was kind of like your downtime, right? It was kind of like your way to unwind. Yes. And she got a Nintendo Switch just so that she can play Among Us on her big screen. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I love that.
I had to walk away for a while because I get very obsessive. And when you start thinking about calling in to work and saying you're not coming in because you want to play, I thought I should switch and quit for a while. So we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you back on though. I think.
Okay, definitely get you back on. You can come through my stream. We can hang out and play it.
Absolutely,
that would be awesome.
Love it. Yeah. So the polish remover. We're gonna take the one of those lint-free wipes.
Okay.
You have to unlock it.
Yeah.
Let's
see.
Cool.
And it may be locked. Your pump might be locked, but Trace, she'll show you how to unlock.
Okay. Cool. All right. I have a little pad out.
Cool. Okay, so the pump usually comes locked.
Okay.
See if I can get in there. It's really close. And you're just going to hold the base of it right here.
Okay.
And then twist the top part. And I think it's to the right. I think. Yeah.
Got it.
And then you can pump it. You can take your wipe and use it to pump.
Oh.
It does. It could splash. So yeah, just there you go.
Got it.
And then we're just going to wipe. Just wipe them quickly. Just get the dust. And this is the same technique that I use on my natural nails if I'm doing a manicure on them. Just to buff them real quick and then cleanse them.
Cool.
So, Ariel, I'm curious. Like, you're going through high school. You decided sophomore year, like this is what I want to do. You said, well, first question, just out of curiosity, were you just crushing people in high school? Were you just like dominating?
So actually, we were stacked my freshman year, and I didn't even play, right? And I was hurt. Like, whoa. Like, I felt like I was better than some of the girls on the team. I really did. And I don't care about saying it. I really did. And then I didn't get it. I didn't get a lot of PT. And I'm like, okay. Sophomore year came, a lot of seniors left, right? And then I just started going into town every year, like playing better and better, getting better and better. And as you can see, my shooting progressed every year. Even now, I think it's getting better and better still.
Wow. And so, like, from high school then, so you're getting better and better, you're improving, you're getting scholarships, you go to Michigan State.
Yeah.
And so what was that like college ball? Like talk to me about that a little bit. Your experience, challenges. I think you were injured your first year, right?
Yeah, I actually tore my Achilles.
Yeah.
My first year it was a big injury.
That's brutal.
That's I was reading about that and I was like, I really want to hear. You go to Michigan State and it's like you get an injury. It was in practice. Was it in practice that you got your injury?
It was 5 days before our first game. Coach had just told me I was going to start. And the girls before me or on my team was like, she never, ever starts freshmen. So you must be really, really good.
Wow.
And she told me she was going to start me.
And then you got injured. So, I mean, What were you get injured? What was going through your mind at that time? And that had to be extremely emotional.
Like on so many levels. Extremely emotional. So I go up for we were at a free throw, we were boxing out, and I go up for the rebound. And you just hear and I was just I like screamed, and we had scout boys, and I go and I turn it around at the scout boy, and I'm like, did you just kick me in the leg? It freaking hurts. Are you kidding me? You know, and it feels like someone kicks you in the back of the leg, but no one kicks you. So it's that snap. And the first thing that goes through my mind when I got up, but I put both of my feet down on the floor, and the left felt like the ground was uneven. Even though I could physically see that it wasn't. And my teammates put me around their shoulders, and I knew what I did because a year before I did it, my dad did the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
So I knew the feeling, and I was like, I think I tore my Achilles. So I go back in the training room, and he grabs my calf, and then your foot doesn't move. And I'm looking at him like, did it move? And he like didn't say anything. I was like, just tell me the truth. I need to know right now.
Yeah,
he tells me. And then I just bawl. I just start crying because I know the time period. I just saw my dad go through everything he went through, and I was just like, wow, you know. But yeah, so that was crazy.
So how were you thinking at that time? Were you like thinking this could possibly end your career? Like, were you like kind of like that mode of like, I gotta go to work on this. Like, it's going to take a while, but I got to go to work. Like, what was kind of the mental, approach?
So that night it was two things mentally that happened to me. I went to get in the shower. They let me use a handicapped shower where I could sit down, and I bawled my eyes out in the shower, like crying. I couldn't control myself. Finally called my dad, and I called my dad. I'm a storyteller too, so you can tell me if I'm talking too much.
Oh, no. Please. It's not possible. This is what it's all about.
I called my dad, and he, dads, you guys know, right? And he heard it in my voice before I could even finish. And he says, I said hello. He goes, what boy do I need to come up there and beat up? That's what he said to me.
I love your dad.
I died laughing. And I was like, Dad, no, don't worry. And I said, I tore my Achilles. And I was my first time ever hearing my dad pause for a second. And he paused for a second. And he goes, okay, I'm about to get off of work. I'm about to go get your mother. Your brother will be up there in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll see you soon, right? So my whole thought process after I got out the shower and after I talked to him was I was hurt mentally, right? Yeah, mentally and physically hurt. And then it was, okay, now where do I go from here? Not boohoo is me. It was where do I plan to start getting better? How long will it take before I first start walking? How long will it take before I first start jogging? How long will it take before I first start running? It was never, oh, this is not me. I can't get through it. It was like, okay, what are the steps to get better and get 100%? And then when my dad came and my mom came, I have a really close, if you can't hear it in my voice, I have a really close relationship with my pops. He has this Marine mentality, and he's just like, injuries happen. You see, I'm back. I'm walking fine. You're going to get back. You're going to be fine. But you have to realize these are the steps. This is the length of how long each step takes. And you get there and you keep working your butt off. And that was it. After that, the whole crying really, it was out the jar at that point. It was like, what do I do to focus myself on getting better? Because you can't do woe is me. How long are you going to do that before now you're losing days where you can start to achieve, or get on your path to achieve your goal?
Yeah. I this is so interesting. That's a huge hurdle, especially in an athlete's career. An injury like that is a massive, massive big deal. And whatever you're trying to do with your life, right? In your case, at that time, you were building, your goals to become a WNBA player, and whatever you're doing, whether it's you want to be a Twitch streamer, you want to be a professional nail technician. In our case, we wanted to build a nail business. You're going to hit insane, massive walls like that, period. And I think it helps people to hear that you hit this insane, massive wall. And okay, you had your moment. You cried your eyes out. and you got that done. But then now it's time to focus on how am I going to get back? And I love what your dad did, just like the step-by-step, okay, it's going to take this amount of time to get to here to walking and then to jogging. It's like you just creating a plan, executing on that plan. And so how long did it take you, this whole rehab?
Okay, so the rehab was about 6 to 8 months. But I didn't. Yeah, it's a long time.
That's a long time.
Probably one of the longest rehabs of any injury. I know ACL is pretty long, but Achilles is pretty long. So 6 to 8 months. But to start feeling like myself, as far as like, because 6 to 8 months, and then you're finally running, right, and doing things. But you got to think basketball, jumping, running, sliding to the left, sliding to the right, stopping, all of that, right?
Yep.
And now you got to work the ball into it, handle, shot. You know, it's so much with basketball that I didn't really feel like myself until a whole year.
Wow.
That's when I started feeling like aerial powers, you know?
Yeah.
What was it like the first time you stepped back on the court, whether it was practice or real game? Like, was there the fear? Like you're going to hurt yourself?
Gosh. Yeah. Yes. I was so scared. So the first time was actually an open gym. Okay. So open gym, you guys play 5v5 and you just, no ref, you just doing it, right? And I remember the first game, I was so hesitant. I didn't want to hurt myself. I didn't want to re-tear it. I didn't want to drive to the rack hard. Like I was passing the ball a lot, not really shooting. And then I sat down after that and I told myself, if you want to do this for a living, you got to man up. You cannot be out here playing like this. This is not you. And I really you could probably ask my teammates. I sat down by myself and was just sitting there and thinking to myself, you can't play like this. You will not be the same player if you're playing timid. So go out there and if you hurt yourself trying. Like, don't hold back because of the fear of you failing. Like, do better. So the next game, I did way more. And after that, the fear was gone. I was jumping in there for rebounds. I was boxing out. I was going to the rack. And then the fear just started to just leave my body, you know, just throwing yourself. Like I always say this, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's how you grow. And that's what I did. Yep.
I want to do like 80 things right now. I'm so pumped. I'm like listening to your story and I'm like, let's go. Like
he's gonna run laps in the parking lot in a few seconds.
I know somebody could literally chop me in half, and I'm like, I don't care. I'll grow legs. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I love that. So I can't even tell you. Like that is what it's all about. Yeah,
that's so important. What you said of like, okay, I had my moment. And I'm moving on. And, you know, I think that sometimes is hard for people. Like they fall into this, like I always say there's two versions you can go. It's the one that lays in bed and is sorry for yourself, or the one that's like, nope, this is not going to get me. You know, I had cancer and that's how I had to get, you know, so I was like, I had my day and then I'm moving on, you know, so I love that mentality. That's just a perfect example for people.
Thank you.
And I'll say this, I know Tracy doesn't like to talk about herself. I'm gonna talk about her for about 2 seconds real quick.
Please.
When she had cancer and she was like, she came to me and she's like, so I might need to miss some days. And I'm like, dude, just like take care of your health. Don't worry about it. You know, we're good. And she's like, no, that's not what I meant. Like, I'll just be gone from 11 to 1 every day, go get my chemo and I'll be back at work. And I'm like, Tracy, you cannot work while you're getting chemo.
Watch me.
Like,
watch me work.
Dude, yeah. And she's like, if I stay home, like I'm gonna like lose.
Yeah.
I really felt like I would die if I stayed home.
So for like 2 months, she would come in 11 o'clock, get in the car, drive, go do her chemo, show back up at 1 and probably feeling like it. And one of the like strongest moves I've ever seen. That's what I'm talking about, right?
I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills hearing this story. No, seriously, it's all about that mentality. Like, and you said it yourself. You felt like you were literally gonna die if you just chilled at home and waited to get chemo. Like you mentally was locked in on getting better, and that's amazing. Like I'm speechless. That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Should we base?
Yeah, base. Keep the nails going.
Yep.
We'll have some more amazing
So base is the milky one. Yeah.
All right.
And we're just going to take a little bit. Then I like to just brush the one side off and leave the rest on the other side. That's what I use.
All right.
And we're just going to brush it out. So when you did get hurt, like, was it hard, like the first time back with the team? Like,
yeah, a little bit, because I also felt like I couldn't see the floor as well as I once did, because I hadn't played in a year. You know, I don't remember not playing basketball, right? So you go from playing every day almost to not playing in a year, and things were just moving so much faster than they used to move, you know? So like for me, if you're playing the game for a while, certain things you just know. Like if you get a pass off of a skip or something, you know, like you're going to be open. Like I was second guessing a lot of things, not as far as my health or like when it came to my injury, just playing, you know?
Yeah. Right. And so how long you said it was about a full year before you got like your full chops back and like your like you could see the floor and your move, all that, right? About a year?
Yeah. It was a year. It was a year before I felt like myself. Yeah.
And so your first season,
mm-hmm.
what was that like?
I actually think I did really well. I think I was averaging like a double-double.
What?
Like I think I was averaging like a double-double.
She was just resting up for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that was the year I was like averaging a double-double. And I ended up leaving Michigan State with like some of the top records in 3 years. 3 years, yeah.
My
that first year didn't count technically, and I didn't stay for the extra year because I left. I left after 3, but I had a lot of the records in 3.
That's incredible. Averaging a double, that to me is like, and that's scoring and assists, right?
Points and assists. It was rebounds for me. Yeah, it was rebounds for me.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was scoring and rebounds.
It was on the thing that she got hurt with.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. Oh my God, no one's ever. I never even thought about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was meant to be like you. That was supposed to be your title.
Well, let me ask you this too, like, because in you're 5'9", right?
Okay. They gotta fix that. They put that they put that for the bubble season, and I'm 5'11".
Okay. So you're almost 6 foot. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
so, but rebounding is so intense.
Like, it's
a lot of energy.
Talk about work. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of energy.
It is.
Averaging, over 10 rebounds a game. That is pure madness. Like you got to be all over the floor. Yeah, that's huge.
I felt like I was. That was a big thing. We used to do these stickers at MSU. Coach used to make sure you get like a Spartan head on your locker. If you had like certain amount of rebounds, and by I think the first year, like my locker was like filled up, and like I'm looking around like, dang, okay, I got most of the stickers. Let's go.
I love it. Were you like during your downtime when you were injured and really just kind of recovering? Were you gaming during that time?
Yeah. A lot of gaming, a lot of movies, and I probably gained like 40 pounds,
Hey, you got to get your rest.
Were you streaming then or just gaming?
I wish someone would have introduced me to streaming a lot younger. I just knew that I loved gaming, but I wasn't streaming until like a year and a half ago. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And so 3 years Michigan State, and then like you decided I want to go pro, like you're ready to go pro. Is that so what was like that decision? You talk with your family, like what was going on there?
So it came down to the Final Four. Unfortunately, we didn't make it, but you knew after the Final Four was the draft, and somewhere a little bit after the actual championship is when you have to like put your name into the draft. So talks were roaming around, and I'm like, this is my dream and it's right here. And I have another year of college, but I don't know. I have my degree. So I don't know if I really want to do another year when I can go and grab my dream that's sitting right in front of me.
Right in front of you.
Right. Yeah. So I talked to my parents and they, they allowed me to make the decision myself. They just listened a lot. And then I finally made a decision to go into the draft, and I wanted to tell my coach and my teammates before it was public, because I just wanted to, show them respect. So I remember calling my college coach, and it was like, I don't even know what was going on, but she was at home, and I was like, Coach, can I come over? And she's like, yeah, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I just want to talk to you. So I remember going into her husband's office and sitting her down, and she's just looking at me like nervous, because she knows it's like either a yes or a no. And I'm like, Coach, man, I love it. I love playing here, but I want to go to the WNBA. Like, it's always been my dream, and it's right there in front of me. Like, I have to grab it. I would hate to not grab it now and like something happened. Like, it's right there in front of me. This is what I worked my whole life for. This is what I put in the hours here with you for. After practices, me and my dad coming up and putting in more hours, like, it's right here. And she couldn't do anything but respect my decision. And then the next day, we called a group meeting with my teammates, and I told them, and they were happy for me.
That's
what was that moment like, though? Like, I'm actually in the WNBA. Like,
I was like, when I said I was gonna get drafted or enter my name in, I still had a lot of butterflies. And I remember sitting there at the table. COVID was not around, so we were actually in market to get drafted. And a couple girls away, and I'm still like butterflies, but I'm looking at my family, and my head coach was there, and I'm just looking, and I just remember all those hours we put in when I was a young girl. Going to the basketball court, my parents, and my mom going, "You're too hard on her." My dad's like, "No, she's gonna make it." And then my brother rebounding for me, and coming up from home to college to just rebound for me, right? What family does that? And it was just like it was all of our dreams. And even though it was mine, like, we all felt it in that moment. So when the camera came to me and they said my name, I just was like, this is the moment. I've been waiting for. I hugged my family, and I remember walking up in my heels, and I'm just like, God, please don't let me fall on the steps while I go up. And that was the last thing. I remember taking a picture, and that was great. It was a great moment.
It's so incredible. Like thinking back to those moments, right? Like you were saying, you're thinking about to where you were like grinding and even probably, I'm sure, going past through your mind, like the injury and what you went through and how you overcame it to get to the point where you were drafted. And it's like funny, as I tell people all the time, like it's probably one of the few things that, like, I mean, it just hits me right here, is like thinking back to the really gnarly, difficult times that, I remember I had to call, like, we were broke. We had nothing. And I had to call friends and like, hey man, can I borrow $500? Like my family, like my brother had to call, my mom had to call, like, to borrow money just to get us, we can pay the mortgage and stay alive another month. But those are the things where, when I think about what's happening to our company today, I look back on those moments, those struggles, and I'm like, we got through that, and it just gives me a lot of confidence, a lot of strength to know, anything that comes my way down the line, like, I can take it, it's okay. It's part of the process. It really is part of it. And like you were saying before, embracing, that uncomfortable feeling, it is so huge. It's so huge. And it's mandatory, almost necessary, right?
Mandatory, like you said. And that's for anybody that wants to achieve anything. And it could be, like you're mentioning, any profession, WNBA,
doesn't matter.
Nails, it does not matter. That mentality has to be there for you to succeed.
Yeah. And it's funny, we get a lot of, we get so many aspiring nail professionals where, like, when you become a nail technician, we always say, like, it's like opening your own business. It really is. Like, they got to do the accounting, the marketing, the finance. They got to, they're in charge of everything, and they're running their own business. And it's not easy, to build, and building a successful business, small business like that. I mean, it takes a lot of grind, and we're always sharing with them, hey, you're going through hard times. It's okay. Like just, you got to keep pushing, you know, you got to have that mentality, and you get through. It's important.
It's truly what you said. You have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable to grow. I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Would you say that was the injury like the biggest challenge that you faced, or is there something else?
Yeah, other challenges.
I think for me in my career, injuries have been the biggest challenges, because it's been times where I've had one other injury and I was just like, what was going on? I hurt my hip labrum.
Okay.
I tore it, and I had to get it repaired. And that's when I had a little doubt, and I was just like, again, a big injury. And I had this little doubt, and I remember praying that not only will I be okay, but that the love for basketball will still be there for me, you know, and praying that I could stay mentally engaged, because that's the hugest thing. That's the huge thing when you have an injury. Being mentally engaged, you know, physically, you know, like running on the treadmill, right? Running on the treadmill can be boring, right? It can be times where you're like, I don't want to do this, even though I want to look good. And then mentally you have to lock in. That's the same thing with injury. You just have to lock in. And that's what I did, you know, and got through that. And now you see I'm balling. Championships.
Yes. That's right. That's right. That's exactly. And you're building, another career parallel to it. You know what I mean? So like, and it's incredible. I love it. Should we hit the next step on the nails?
Let's do it. They're dry. So
yeah,
nice.
Sweet.
That's good. That means our talking is it's good. It's helping with the dry.
So now we just want to pick some colors. I don't do a little art. I don't know. I'm feeling a little abstract because I kind of like in the building something beautiful out of a mess, kind of thing. So that's why I like abstract. So I think I'm gonna use all three colors. I don't know what you want to do. If you want to play or if you want to just.
Yeah, I definitely want to go outside my comfort zone. Remember, we talked about this,
yes,
so I'm going to try to do that.
Yeah, Trace, would you recommend if she wants to do some what kind of abstract are you going to do? And maybe she can.
I'm just going to do some dry brushing. So I'm going to do some. I don't like to matchy match, so I'm going to do some of the tips white and some of them black, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, I'm going to follow along right now, but I think I want the thumbs to be pink.
Perfect. Yep. So let's just whatever you feel. There is no wrong way, because at the end they'll all match.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And there's going to be glitter involved, right?
There's always glitter. There's
got to be glitter involved in there.
All right, 100%. Guys.
So same thing as the base as far as playing.
Go single coat first.
Yeah, we're just going to single coat all the way through.
And you'll do 2 coats, right, Trace?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna do my thumb pink. Is that all right?
Yeah,
absolutely
100%. So what was it like, Ariel? You got drafted. You're in the pros. You're in the show. What was that experience like? Like walking into the locker room, or just the beginnings of it? Love to hear about that.
It was crazy because, like I said, you work your whole life for this one thing and you achieve it, and it's just like, I'm really here. Like, I remember first practices and everything, just being super antsy, super excited, nervous about meeting my other teammates, the coach, everything, just really, really nervous, to the point where you're in practice and it's like, I'm actually in the WNBA.
That's insane.
Our first game where I saw one of the girls that I idolized was Maya Moore. And we played in Dallas against Minnesota, which is funny because I'm on that team now. And she comes out to warm up, and I'm just fangirling over
That's
her.
That's so crazy.
That's her. That's her. Oh my gosh, she's shooting in front of me. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to guard her.
That's insane.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be surreal. Like,
yeah,
complete, like, and then you're like, well, wait a second, I'm here right with her. Right.
Yeah. And then I actually did have to guard her, and I was like, oh, I'm about to try to lock her butt up, but
love it.
It turned.
Yes.
Yes. And how was it?
It was good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she got me with one move. I was like, you know what? That's why I'm a fan. That's why I'm a fan. But I had this cool picture of me guarding her that I downloaded that I just love. So
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. and then I'm assuming like you get in, right? So you're in the WNBA, you're playing, you have that game. But is there like that? I'm imagining there's this pressure of like, okay, like I got to perform, or like, obviously I want to stay here. Right. I got to perform. Was there like, did you feel added pressure? Or were you just like, I'm just going to do my thing and play my game and work hard, and I think things will be cool? Like, how was that for you?
It was a little bit added pressure because I just wanted to do well, and it was very different. Like it was very different from college, a little bit faster. The girls were way stronger. You know what I mean? And for me, I think the added pressure, it took me a minute to settle down. And when I did settle down, that's when you start like towards the middle and end of my rookie year. That's when I started to go this way, because I start settling down a little bit more, which I wish I would have done it at the beginning, but it all panned out. But that's how my first year went.
So it was a little like huge difference between college and pro. You were like, so it was kind of shock factor. Like you were like, whoa.
Yeah, for me, because it was just so much faster. And like I said, I was like getting double doubles. It was to the point where like if I got in there, I know I'm getting at least 8 rebounds. You know what I mean? Right. And then it was just some big girls from 6'2" to like 6'5", and it was just hard to get in there and get a rebound. Some picks were the first pick that I was like, oh man, did y'all call that out? I fell. Like they're just strong, just real strong. So yeah, it was definitely different for me.
That's so interesting, because it's like, if I would imagine that could take, it could take somebody either way. Like you're just like, okay, this is like way another level, and it could deflate you, or you could be like, I got to get used to this. I got to step it up. Right. And it sounds like you kind of went in that direction, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a big competitor, big competitor. And like where I grew up, it's like, you don't back down for nothing. Right. So for me, I was like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. No, I gotta get better. I gotta get better.
And when you say settle down, like you said, it took me like, what do you mean exactly? Like you needed to settle down, like just go in there with a little more calm, a little more poise, like just breathe. Like what was that?
So what I mean by settle down is like, you know how it's like your first game, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Take a few breaths. I feel like I didn't start doing that like until like the middle of the season. So like catching the ball and just feeling like I need to score, like, just feeling like I need to do something. But also it was a little bit of the dynamic of the Dallas team too, which I later realized when I went to another team, when I went to the Mystics. It was very different dynamic, and I found myself being able to a lot more because of the people on the team, the teammates I had, and the dynamic of the culture in that team as well. So that's also like a little fun fact. Like it also matters what kind of culture you go into, and for me, it was a little better when I got traded.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Mm-hmm. I was watching a game when you were with the Mystics and you'd scored like 27, and they were just like highlighting you. I was like, oh, you were all over the floor. You were dumping threes. You were driving. I was like, this is ridiculous. It was so awesome. And the announcer was just like, oh my God. Like you were just on so much fire. It was like playing, a video game. I mean, and like, so you play 2K, right? Or is it? I saw on your stream also there was they had the Kobe version of the.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, which is really really cool. You've been playing that.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. I don't play it as much, because I think I don't play it as much because I'm a professional hooper, so sometimes I want to get away. Like I said, I de-stress with gaming, so sometimes I want to get away.
It's like
from
yes.
But I do still play because that's like my community. That's 2K is like my second home. And that's my community, so I do like it. But sometimes I just came from the court, so I'm like, let me get a break.
Yeah, I totally understand that because I told him before, like, we'll get together with a group of, educators and mentors and stuff, and we're like out for drinks, and they want to talk nails, and I'm like, I do not want to talk nails, not at all.
Anything else? Yeah, I'm
something else.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I just did my nails white and pink? I didn't have the black and all.
No. You can do whatever you want.
I just did white, pink.
Perfect.
And it's crazy because I really like pink, and you guys put it in here, so
perfect.
I'm happy.
Let's. Can we see?
Yeah, I'm doing the last little finger here. Perfect. I didn't do 2 coats yet. I wasn't sure if that was.
No, it's okay because we'll let it dry, right?
You could after this just go back through it. Yeah.
All right, let me show you guys.
Nice. Yeah. I love how the pink dries, though.
Yeah,
it is really pretty.
It's got that matte. Yeah, like it's
sometimes
very
I like
silky.
to leave it by itself and not top coat it. But
it looks really good.
It's got really cute.
Yeah, nice silky. I feel weird describing color. Like
he's obsessed with color.
It's so weird, Ariel. Like, I've been in this business for over 20 years, and myself, and the last 4 or 5 or so, like Tracy is she's like a color expert, right? It's like it's really kind of it's one of her specialties, and so I'm always asking her, like, I want to learn about color because I couldn't put anything together, and so like working with her the last 3-4 years, I've learned so, and Ramon too, and Caesar, all these guys on the team, everybody, they really know color. So like every time I see color, I take pride in describing detail about, I wanted to say silky and I wanted to say matte right now because I feel all I know color,
He does really good. He does very good. So, I mean, but when he first started out, he's like, "What is periwinkle?"
No, man. All these weird. I'm like, Perry. That's really a name. What? That's like a cartoon character. It sounds like a cartoon character.
Right. It does.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a color, but no, I've really kind of fallen in love with color through this process and discovering color, and just it's a challenge for me. Like I see color and I'm like, I want to just does it have little orange or purple or red or
he
what's
wants
the
to
tone?
Always do when we do the new colors. He wants to do the video of describing it.
I want to
go for it.
It's kind of like a game. I'm like, Tracy, I'm going to describe the color and then you tell me if I'm right, okay?
Yep.
Because it's like I feel like I'm on the spot. I'm like, the camera's rolling. I can't mess this up. I got to get this right. But it's fun. I'm getting better.
Yeah, I know you're probably better than me. Hey, I don't know. I still don't know what periwinkle is. So
that's okay. Neither did I.
Nobody really needs to.
Actually, you too. Yeah, you don't.
I don't
you
think
don't need to.
It's not. You know what I'm super curious about is you have a lot going on, a lot. So you got practice, you got games, you got gaming. Are you managing yourself? I mean,
no.
how are you keeping all this straight?
So I'm under Levels Unlocked, and they keep me together. Like I said, my brand manager, she has her own company. It's called Levels Unlocked. And anytime something comes to me, it goes through her or it comes to her. And she manages it. She makes sure I stay focused on basketball. So that's my first profession. And that's, that's top dog. So stay on basketball. And then we correlate a lot of, and also some of the people with WNBA, they correlate with her too to make sure things are on time and I have time for everything.
What about your social media? Do they manage that too, or is that?
I do all that actually.
Okay. So you do all that. Wow.
And you're on all the platforms. So
so
that's a lot of work.
I'm struggling with TikTok. I need to get better with TikTok. I'm doing good with IG and Twitter, but TikTok, I have to. I haven't mastered that yet.
So,
I love watching it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So TikTok is it's an up and down challenge. Ironically, it's one of our biggest platforms. But in the beginning, we were not, it was really hard growing.
Crack the code.
We couldn't crack the code,
Right?
but we experimented so much. And then we kind of found this zone where we were like, oh, okay, this is working. And then it just like exploded for us. We went from, we got to like, over 2 million followers in like, it was like 6 months, just went boom, and then it got crazy. I know. And then it started to plateau. And then now, to be honest with you, right now, we're kind of in the stage again of like relearning because the platform has changed. The content that we're doing is changing. So we are in full experimentation mode again. The only reason I'm telling you that is like, it's, and I'm sure like, this with everything, a lot of times you got to just play with stuff and try it out and experiment. And my mentality is like, I'm going to figure this out again, like we'll get that thing rolling. But TikTok is, it's definitely different, and it can be a little weird for sure.
But you mastered it. You need to help me out. Help me master TikTok.
No.
Listen.
I think you would have an amazing TikTok, actually, because I think if you did, I just picture these skits on different basketball players and personalities and things like that, and just watching you play. I mean, just clips of you playing. I think, I think would be amazing.
Yeah, you have to try, honestly, and this is the truth, Ariel. You got to just play with it. You got to try. You have to just experiment. It's so much testing and learning, and learn, and then see like, hey, I think this hit. And like, I remember the first time we did a post and it like, because it went crazy. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I see. It was like so clear, but it took 4 months of posting 2 to 3 times a day to get to that point of like, okay, this is what's hitting.
What do people want to see? Right.
Yeah. And also like, what do we like? It's kind of a blend, because I don't only want to post what people want to see. I want to make sure like it's good content in terms of we're showing stuff that people can get something out, get value out of. And at the same time, kind of a blend of like, also, what are they digging? What does the market want? So it's kind of this balance, and that's why you got to experiment.
Yeah, I think would be really cool is, because there's so many younger girls that want to be just like you. If you did little education clips of like, this is how you dribble. This is how you do this.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think that would be huge.
So, I've paired with Players TV, and that is basically you can do a virtual learning on how to do this and how to do that from me and other players. And we're really going to start to really ramp up. The WNBA season is starting. We're going to really start to ramp up actually soon. But awesome. that is an interesting piece. It's funny you brought that up.
It's actually a great, like, now that Tracy said it, it's really what we do in all of our content. Like it's, we educate and we teach and try to give value. But if there's like, you'd be shocked, the most simple things to you, Ariel, that might seem so basic in basketball, it's not for everybody else. And like an example is, we had this one piece of content where like how to pour like nail liquid into a dish, right? And you're like, oh, you just take the cap off.
Who wants to see that?
Who wants to see that? But there's a little trick you do with a brush. You kind of put it, on the nozzle of the liquid, and you pour, and it just streams down. You never spill. It got like 1.2 million views, and we were like, whoa.
Shut up.
Yeah. We were like tripping out. We're like, okay,
this is what they want.
This is what they want. So to Tracy's point, it's like stuff that you would love doing, and your community would get so much value out of a champ giving tips on basketball. Like you could do short little, like, did you know that if you blah, 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 like here's a key to how I got, average doubles in when I was in college. Like this is the stuff I was focusing on. And you show a quick clip of like,
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like those little simple things, I think they would kill. I don't know.
Okay. That's gonna help me out, because I'm starting my own YouTube channel. Actually,
love it.
It's gonna be based on a little bit of training camp, what we've been doing, and then as the games progress, I'm gonna do episodes and have content. I'm working with a guy actually right now, so it's gonna be fire.
What's cool about that is if you're doing that long form, you could take just the minute clip of something that just is really kind of interesting, and then you just shoot it over there.
Yeah. And That's kind of any of the guys like behind the scenes here will tell you, like, that's a trick. You shoot long form content and then you break that up into little pieces, and that's how we pump out 50, 60 pieces of content a day is by, you know, our team doing that. It's a super efficient way to get like mass amounts of content. It's a great way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Who knew we would be learning so much about content on here? I'm excited.
I love this is what we do.
Right?
You know, is like I like, it's funny because we're a nail company, but no joke, in the last 4 years, and Tracy can attest to this, we have transitioned. I consider our company, I consider us a marketing company that just happens to sell nail care products. The truth of the matter is, if you drop any product into our business, like we have such an incredible team and a marketing machine built up, a content machine, that we understand how to create content and do it at scale, that it doesn't matter what business you bring to us, you drop it in our lap, we will pump it out like a machine.
I love that mentality.
Yeah,
I love that mentality. I saw that you guys have almost 1 million followers on IG.
On Instagram. Yeah, well, I think we just hit 800 recently. I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's crazy. Like, the numbers are they're insane. And that's still our top platform. Like, I'd say Instagram, YouTube is that's for long form content.
You've been on that the longest.
Yeah. If you want to learn nails, you go there and camp out and you learn how to do it. And then Instagram is great because it's kind of a blend of like the long form on the IGTV and the short form and the stories. Yeah. That's our top platform for sure. And then TikTok's in there as well.
All right.
That's
awesome.
It's good stuff.
Cool. Well, you haven't done your second coat yet, right?
No, I was waiting on you. I'm sorry.
Okay. No. Okay. Because before you do this, I'm going to show you how to sugar or do glitter in it. And I usually do that with the second coat. So I'll just show you that technique. If you want to do it on any of your nails, you can. If you don't, then we won't. Let's see. I think I'm going to we'll do a white first, then I'll show you what the glitter looks like on the black too.
Okay. So should I do a coat just yet, or do it after the glitter?
Oh, we're going to do the coat first. So you do the coat, and the glitter goes in
TikToks.
Yeah. And the glitter will go in the wet gel. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. So we're going to just get a good amount on.
Okay.
Nice. So you go second coat, Trace, and you go right into sugaring, right?
Yeah. It's instead of doing 3 coats, because the glitter is going to give you that full coverage.
Oh, here you go.
And we're just going to tap it on. And I'm not.
She's not shy with this.
I'm not shy with the glitter.
You're not shy with it? Okay, then I won't be.
Exactly.
Oh, this is so. Well, I don't know. This is super pretty on this pink.
Yeah. And then you just, after, you just kind of tap this and get the excess off.
Okay.
So that's, you see it on the white?
Oh, I like it on this pink here.
Let me just do it on a black.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That looks, beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
looks so good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really pretty.
So that's an option.
On the black too, it looks really good.
Yeah, so you can see
colors.
the white.
Oh, I like it on the black too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Love it.
It's amazing how just the options, just by sugaring and throwing that glitter on, it just changes the look, you know?
It does.
And then Tracy will take you through, I'm like jumping ahead here, but Tracy will take you through like, either you top coat it or you leave it sugared like as is. And those are also another like set of different looks, right,
when
Trace?
you top coat it, it'll change the look, but you can wear it either way. But we'll wait until it dries a little bit, and then I'll show you the different option on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these are great tips and tricks. Seriously.
Yeah, you can have so much fun with this. And the cool thing with the stands too, Ariel, is like you can work on your looks, right here, instead of, because a lot of times when you work on yourself, it can get messy, you get on your skin and clean up, and which still a lot of people do and they love to do, and they should continue doing it. But I love this idea of like working on the stand, create your look, and then let them dry. You're not going to knock them into anything and dent them and get smudges. And then even on top of that,
idea better too.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, I can wear these for like, I'm going to have a night out with my friends. I'm going to wear these for the night, and then I'm going to come home. I'm going to take them off,
I
or,
like that.
If you're on break and there's no training, hey, I want to wear these for 2 weeks, and
or maybe a photo shoot
or a photo shoot.
Because I'm always doing basketball, but I want to do more pictures. I can just pop them on real cute.
You absolutely can. And Tracy will show you that too, using the tabs.
Yep.
There's a lot of options here. It's really cool.
No, this is awesome. This is actually like, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely have tried to, paint my own nails, and then I try to take it off because it's on my skin. Then I end up taking all of it off on this hand, and now I'm frustrated.
So that's what I like about the tips is I can be as messy as I want, and I am messy with it, and then I can put it up on my cuticle, and it looks like I did this perfect paint job.
I love this.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Glitter.
So what's the plan for the future? Like coaching? Ever?
Actually, everybody wants to go into coaching, right? But that's not what I want to go into. I got my degree in communications.
Nice.
I actually used to want to be like a broadcaster or a commentator, but with my love for gaming, I think I want to stay around the gaming world. So I've done some things with ESPN and on the 2K community and talking basketball and broadcasting with them, but it has to be in gaming for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's your other passion, right?
Yeah, and I'm obsessed with it as if I was when I was a young girl trying to like play basketball.
Yeah.
I'm always on Twitch or I'm always looking up gaming stuff or, so. Yeah.
And is this like, do you see this like as okay, I've got my basketball career and, you've got however many years ahead of you. And then are you looking at this as like, I'm going to at the same time, I'm going to build my Twitch community, my Twitch business. And then that way, when I'm ready to, whenever that is in the future, I'm ready to retire, I can just transition. I've got this nice other business kind of like going that I'm passionate about and I love. Is that kind of the plan?
Yeah. So actually, I don't know if you know this, I'm signed with Team Liquid, and it's one of the biggest organizations in esports. And I'm the head of chair of their DEI. That is really what I want to do and continue doing. Esports looks as if it's male dominated, and it's not. Us women gamers are here, and we're here to stay, and we're here to play.
That's right.
Just making sure that the whole esports ecosystem is diverse, and Team Liquid is helping me do that, and that's where I want to go. That's where I want to go when I retire, doing way more things in that space.
Have you had some like any of that pushback, like being a female gamer coming into this space, like from like the I don't know, the male gamers? Have you had any like pushback? I know I've talked to some of the other gamer streamers, and they have had some of that. Have you experienced some of that yourself?
So I've experienced it through like cyberbullying, through people I don't really know. Like I get on my mic and they're like, "You're a girl," or they just say like little nasty stuff. But as far as like something on Twitter or like a male gamer saying anything to me, no, not yet. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because it does, and I've seen it. But for me, not yet. But I've seen it in my counterparts, and I've seen it in other girls that I follow, and some of the girls, 2K in the 2K league. First year we had one female, the next year no female, and it's like, how do we go backwards, right? So talking to those girls that were drafted or tried to get in, and their experience, and then through their experience and through their lens, trying to correct those things and make sure they feel inclusive.
Yeah, that's huge. And like you mentioned, dealing with there are some trolls out there, right? That the cyberbullying, and that's like I've talked about this before also, but that's a real, like, we're old folks over here, right? and even with us old folks, when we started creating all this content, all the channels, and really building these communities, in the nail community, like we would get hit hard with like trolls.
Really?
And, oh my God, it's ridiculous.
They really hated us.
Yeah, they did not, like, and especially like They would just make really nasty comments. But
I already know.
Yeah. How do you deal with that? Like for somebody that, watches you, Ariel, and like wants to have a Twitch stream, but is scared because of the trolling. Like, what do you say to them?
So I would say one, through my experiences, I still get trolls, even though I am Aerial Powers, right? I still get trolled on social media through Twitter, Twitch, Instagram.
Yeah.
And you don't pay any attention to those people, because if they have so much time to hate on you, they're clearly not doing anything with their lives.
That's right.
Right. And also for me, it's about keeping good energy around me. Right. So if they don't have good energy, why waste your time trying to focus on that one bad comment when you have other friends and family that support you? Right. So just, blocking out the negativity is really what I focus on.
Yeah, that's huge.
Do you feel because you started really with basketball that kind of prepared you for that, especially being in kind of what people consider a male sport, even though it's not, the old school concept of like, that's not for girls.
Yeah, right. And that goes back to what my grandmother used to say to me. For me, it was the love of basketball was just so powerful for me that it didn't matter what anybody said or thought or what they called me. And I'm not gonna lie, growing up, and this is for the young girls, of course, sometimes it affects you, but you have to realize, because I've had tears before. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm just this tough girl. It's been times where I've been sad. I've looked at comments. It's just like, wow, like people are really mean and hurtful.
Yeah.
But then you think of the bigger picture. You think of your goals in life. And what is one comment going to do? Right? Or a few comments. I've had a situation where my little tweet with Andre Iguodala went viral, and I had so many people in my DMs on Twitter, IG, going in and saying really, really negative things about women in sports or just me in general. People talk about my mama, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Right? It was crazy. But then I sat back and I realized that some people didn't understand where I was coming from, and that's okay. And I had to be okay with that. And also, the comments wouldn't hurt me. And still to this day, believe it or not, people will still be in my DMs. No joke. I just got a couple yesterday about it. But what I do is I just brush it off, because their comments doesn't matter. So if you are looking to get into gaming, you're looking to get into, basketball or anything you're looking to get into, you're going to have some criticism. You're going to have people that doubt you and that are mean, but you don't stop. You keep going.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, the mean comments that we see about, and it's funny because like I get it, Tracy gets it, my brother Greg, he gets it. It's a constant thing. And the truth of the matter is, we were talking about this morning, but the truth of the matter is that it does sting. Like we're people, you say a mean thing, it's like, it's going to hurt, but we're so used to it now that we do
get numb to it. But it's hard because you focus on the wrong thing, right? Because there's like all these positive, right, and that
one negative
just glaring at you, like, and you focus on that, and you're like, but what about all this? No, I have to focus on this.
Yeah, totally.
Hold on 1 second. My mic, my headphones went out, I think, or maybe it's me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
No worries. No worries. You're good.
1 second.
You're good. Look at that, Trace. Oh my God. You're doing some crazy, that dry brush technique. So Tracy does this dry brush technique. That's just, can you show those? These are just,
yeah, just wipe everything off the brush.
Oh, cool. Hey. You good?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No worries.
I was like, but back to what you guys were saying about the one comment. You're right. Like, it's crazy how you could have 100 good comments or 99 good comments, and then that one comment is just bad, and you focus on that. And I started to learn you just can't. You can't. It takes your energy, and you don't want it to affect you. So you just stings. and then a lot of times, believe it or not, I guess I'm a little petty. You guys are gonna laugh about this. Sometimes I click on the profile and I see it's no pictures. I see it's no pictures, or it's just a troll, followers, no followers, or they're just like not cute, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like you're a little hater, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay because I always believe in giving good energy, right? And that energy will come back to you. So they're giving off negative energy, and best believe negative energy will come back to them, you know, or you never know what people are going through in life, and they kind of use you as a punching bag. So you just got to brush it off.
I think what you just said, that was helped me a lot. Like I didn't at first, but going, what are they dealing with in their life that they feel like they need to get this out? And you know what, I hope they felt better, you know.
And it's part of the game now. Like regardless of what you do, if you want to build your brand, you've got to be on social, right? To build your brand, you've got to be on this channel. So regardless, you have to do it. And that means you got to deal with it. Like there's no other way.
Please everybody.
It's no way you can get around. It's no way in this life you can get around it.
Yeah, exactly. It's really true.
I'm going to show you how to take off the extra glitter, and then we'll go through the top coating process.
Okay, let's do it.
So there's one of the art brushes that's just kind of like the biggest.
Oh, look at your black. That's so cute. I know. How did you do that? You snuck and did that without me.
Sorry. I could show you. You just, it's super simple. You just wipe everything off your brush. Like literally wipe it all off, and then just drag it across.
But yours looks so perfect. I'm scared. I'm just gonna leave mine white, but I do admire yours. They look great.
Thank you.
I know. It looks so cool.
It really does.
If you take the bigger brush, we could just get the excess glitter off the nails.
Okay, the bigger brush.
Yeah, the biggest one. Everything's kind of dry, so you're not gonna hurt it.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Oh yeah, it comes off really nice.
Yeah.
That's why you weren't too like you dumped it on there because you knew you could fix it if anything. Because I was a little nervous about my glitter.
Oh no, glitter. That's what I use to cover mistakes. Just dump glitter on it.
Glitter fixes everything.
It does. It really does.
It's perfect.
Let's see. Can we see yours, Ariel?
Of course. I put glitter only on the pink ones for mine.
Nice.
God,
but I really love them.
Look at that. You just did that.
It looks perfect.
So you have the option. I'm going to show you. You don't have to do it, but you can top coat the glitter, and I'll show you the difference. So that's on black, just plain. We call it sugaring. It's just like sugar top coat. And then if we top coat it, it turns it to that.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm going to do that right now.
Okay.
That is
it's been the response.
It's been the response. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like a magic trick.
I know. It looks so good.
And then I'm just going to top coat my rest of my nails too.
Are you going to top coat the white too, Trace?
Yeah. Okay. I think so.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. So top coat the white too?
I'm going to,
Oh yeah, she has just the
she
white.
just
But top coat those
top
two.
coat everything, yep.
Okay.
Ooh, look at the white.
Yeah, yours are really cute. I'm like, send me those. Those are super fly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they look good.
So do you have any games scheduled this week or practice? Lots of practice, I'm sure.
Lots of practice. Yeah, but we actually have a preseason game in 3 days against the team I actually used to play on that I won a championship with, the Mystics. Yeah, we play against them.
Is that nerve-wracking when you have to go against an old team? Like,
what is that like?
Oh, I can't wait to bust their butt. What? What? Nerve-wracking.
I thought she messed up or something. Oh my God.
I love you so much. That is the best answer. It's just like let's go.
Well, I feel like any player, it's like you know, even if you left on good terms, you still just want to. You still want to just kill that game. You just want to score buckets. But I'm going to say this. It's a preseason game, so I'm going to chill. But like our first actual game, it's like those are the feels. Those are the feelings for sure.
How many preseason games before the season officially starts?
This is the last one. This is the last preseason game. And then our season starts on the 14th is our first game against Phoenix.
Wow.
How did like COVID, like, did that really like, I know it affected everybody, but like, did you guys with practicing and getting to get, I mean, that had to be extremely hard.
So last year we did the bubble, which was, we were literally locked away in Florida, and we couldn't go anywhere. And we played our games. This year it's a little different where they're allowing us to travel, but it's so many COVID restrictions. It's a ton of COVID restrictions. Like if, you have family coming in, they have to get tested 2 days in advance and have negative tests. And, now I'm almost at the gym like all day because you have to get tested in the morning. You got to wait for your actual results. And then you get cleared to like actually, start your day and get treatment. So it's different. And I'm like, COVID, go away, please.
Yeah, I know.
It's getting better. It's starting. I really feel like we've seen it on the, because like salons were shut down and, we've had to deal with all that. But it feels like it's getting a little better. I can tell in LA because like there's traffic and I'm like, I want to kill people again. Because
at one point it's like, wait, what's the world coming to? No one's outside. Like,
I know. It was Walking Dead for a while.
I've been late for work all week because there's people on the road and I don't understand.
Yeah.
It was straight like Walking Dead. There was nobody. I drive in from LA to Anaheim and it would take me like less than 40 minutes. I would just fly here, but now I'm like, it's literally 2019 again, as far as traffic's concerned in LA. It is back.
Gosh.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to ask you a question, just on like, do you have a routine, like when you're full force and it's in season, as far as like, what does that routine like break down to in terms of practicing and then recovery? I'm super curious about like how, recovery, what that process is for you. And then also, exactly. And I know Tracy was asking this a little bit before, but specifically, where does gaming fit in when you are full force? Like, so that whole thing of like, you're practicing, traveling, recovery, how do you fit in gaming?
So that's a great question. And I'm starting to figure it out right now because this is the first full year where gaming is going to be for sure. Like in the bubble, it was a little bit easier. It was.
Sure.
But right now with the Minnesota Lynx, we're working off of the Timberwolves schedule because of COVID restrictions.
Got it.
So we're almost getting our stuff daily, what times we're available to go in. It's really crazy. So what I do, like if I have an event for gaming, we plan it ahead and we make sure it's later on in the day. So then we know basketball is taken care of and I can focus on gaming. So that's really how I've been, managing it. And when the season comes around, the schedule is finally out. So we know what days I'll be playing, what days I'll be traveling. So it's a little bit more easier now the schedule is out. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then like, what do you do for recovery? Like I know that's and especially in the last I know back in the day, like the 80s 90s, and like it's like you just have a beer and you're good, like right, like that was beer and a cigarette, and like that's recovery. But like the technology today and like obviously the science behind it now is, so I'm just so curious, like as a pro athlete, like what do you do for recovery?
The technology behind it, that is so smart what you said. Okay. So for technology standpoint, it's this thing called the Normatec I do, which is like basically, it's like a sleeve. It looks like a sleeve. And you can put it on your legs. You zip it up, both legs, and it compresses and decompresses. So
the compression, all that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that increases blood flow. When you increase blood flow, you increase you increase everything in your body,
right.
and it starts to heal better with the blood flow. Also, I do something called the Game Ready, and the Game Ready is I'm looking down here because it's right here because I usually game with it on.
Nice.
I do my recovery while I'm gaming.
I love it.
I put ice in this little game. It's called Game Ready. I put ice in there and water, and that makes it super, super cold. But that also, like, I can show you actually. I think you'll be really interested in there. Where's my sleeve to it? One of my sleeves are around here. I probably moved it. But it's a sleeve that, like, say I was icing my quad. I will wrap it around my quad, connect the cord to the Game Ready, and then it compresses. And while it's compressing, it's icing. You can put it up to like, I think it's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes at a time. And I do a lot of that. And on top of that, after every practice, I ice bath.
I was going to ask you, do you ice bath?
It's not miserable.
I like
5 minutes?
There. No, 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10
What's
minutes.
What's the temperature of that ice bath?
Oh, it's cold. I can't. Yeah. Whatever the body is able to be in for like the coldest, whatever it's like legit for is what they set. They set it for us, but it's cold. It's cold.
10 minutes,
and you never get used to that, right?
Never. Some of my teammates are just like chill. I'm the girl that screams when she gets in. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's cold. Like, that's me.
I've done a few like ice baths, and literally I have to like breathe. Like I have to go like I have to hyperventilate.
Labor?
No, yeah. Like that's labor for me. You know, like I have to hyperventilate. It's the only way it makes the pain go away. Those things that's why I was just so curious. So you do it every day.
Yeah, my mom teased me one time. I said, "Okay, do an ice bath. Well, just your feet, Mom. Just put your feet in the bucket, and then you'll
gnarly.
see."
Yeah.
You put her feet. She's like, "Don't you ever again?"
It's so cold. That's interesting. The compression wear, I've read about it, and I was just curious, what you do, but all in all, like for sure, this helps you in your recovery process.
Yeah, correct? And and outside of that, I do a lot of like stretching. I have a whole calf board. I have extra stuff here that like when I'm not, at the gym, I'm still actively doing something that helps me with my career. Because, anything you want to be good at, like nails, for example, I'm sure you guys do a lot of nails. You don't just do it for in the morning and stop, right?
That's right.
It's a consistent kind of thing. So
that's awesome.
The more you do, the better you get.
That's right.
Should we put these on real quick?
You want to put this set on?
Please, they look so pretty.
So I'm imagining we want to go temporary. Oh my gosh.
Those look great. You did a great job, Ariel.
Thank you. Thanks for helping me, guys.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take that same buffer we used. Yeah. And we're just going to lightly buffer the nails, our natural nails.
Okay.
And this just kind of evens everything out and gets it kind of prepped for the tips.
All right. This is nice. Pampering myself.
Yes. It's kind of therapeutic, right?
It actually is. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking that when I was painting the nails.
Yeah, it's nice to like talk, chill, like just kind of like painting them out.
Get creative that way. I do a lot of that. I have to take my stuff home when I have to do photo shoots or creative for the fashion shows. And I will do it sitting on the couch because I'm more relaxed that way and things just kind of come to me. Yeah. The drink I have with it that helps too. But,
see, I was trying to be professional. I have my wine here.
Good on you. I love it. I love it.
And I was like, I'm just going to relax, do my nails.
Yes.
Like, talk, chat.
Yeah,
the best
exactly.
way to do it. So once we do that, we're just going to take the polish remover again and cleanse the nail.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. This is great. You're teaching me so much because I wouldn't even know, I'm not going to lie, where to start with my own nails. I told you when I was younger, I was a tomboy. So my cousins would want to make me sit down and do my nails. And I'm like, I'm about to go play basketball.
Yeah, you're like, get out of my way.
Actually, I was very much a tomboy myself. And I meet people that I knew back in the day, and they're like, you do what?
You do nails?
Like,
for a living? You didn't wear makeup. You were beating up the boys. No, that was me.
I get that response when I tell people what I do for a living. They're like, "You do what?" Same thing.
Yep, I already know. Oh my gosh.
Same
Wait,
thing.
I got a question. I know
Sure.
you've had a crazy story, like where someone's expecting you to do all this other stuff, and then you tell them about your experience with nails. Has anybody freaked out on you big time?
Like freaked out in what way? What do you mean?
Like what? Like unbelievable. You
know
what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not gonna the first conversation we had, I was like, wow, okay, I can't wait to learn from him.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's so many crazy stories that we've been through. Stuff that you know, like you just would never believe, and like owing money to Las Vegas, and like going to casinos to borrow because we couldn't pay our debts, and like this whole mad, crazy, like, you know, circle and rundown. But yeah, you know, it's funny. The one question I get a lot that people ask me, they're always like, "How did you guys actually get out of all that and succeed? Like, what was it?" A
lot of companies don't. Yeah,
a lot of companies don't. And my answer is there was honestly no choice. Like, our backs were so against the wall, and the only option for us was fight, and like fight hard. And there was no option. It was like, we couldn't quit, because if we did, our lives would have been so destroyed and ruined. And so it was like, like there's no option and no choice. And that, not having we didn't have a plan B. So not having that plan B for us was the factor. A lot of people have plan Bs and they do great. And I'm not saying, you know, don't have a plan B, but for us, that was the factor. You know, it was like, I need to figure this out. Like, period. We have to figure this out. Yeah. And that's how we got out of it.
And just knowing Habib, you know, the whole family, but you know, I work a lot with Habib, is that motivation from that past. It's with him every day. Every day.
Yeah. I never take it for granted.
Like, I'm never going back there. It just fuels him.
Yeah. I have just enough fear in me. You know what I mean? Like, it's a healthy fear, though. It's like, I have just enough fear to where I will never take this for granted. Yeah. Every customer we get, every opportunity, like here with you, it's like, I sit in it and I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky, period. I have so much gratitude.
Thank you. And I'm lucky too.
No, it's true. And never take it for granted. And that's what it's like continue to work hard, you know, always. Yeah. 100%.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Did you get them? Oh,
I did.
You did the tabs.
Okay, so then you have this little baggie of tabs.
Yep, I do.
Yep.
All right, let me open these. So what are these?
These are what we use.
Supposed to know.
These are what we actually stick to the nail, and it is going to stick to the tip. So they're just like dual-sided.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cool. So this is so you can just wear them for as long as you want, and then take them off.
That's why. You know, this is great. Let me tell you a story. This is amazing, because I had to do a photo shoot about a week and a half ago, and they put nails on me. And like I said, I'm tomboyish, so I never really wore these kind of nails with basketball. And when I took them off, I didn't even know. I was just like, they were so hard to take off. I needed you guys.
They probably glued them. They probably glued them.
Yeah, they did. And then my actual nail, I was like, ew. So I'm like so happy to be here. Get me together.
Yeah, it's great to glue them if you want to wear them for a couple weeks. But if you don't want to wear them for a couple weeks,
wearing them for a few hours. I thought,
no.
This will be great because, like, Tracy will show you how to put these tabs on, and then you can remove them pretty easy.
There's just a plastic layer you take off, a little thin plastic. Yep. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
And so you just separate the two sheets of plastic?
Yep, I did.
Okay, perfect. And then we're just going to grab like a size that you think we'll start with a thumb. This looks right. So you grab that little plastic tab.
Yep.
Take the sticky side, put it on natural nail, and just push it down.
Okay.
And then once you feel like it's down securely, you're just going to pull that tab and it's going to leave the sticky.
Oh, wow. See, no, yeah. You guys don't. Okay. So remember we were talking about small things in TikToks?
Yes.
Yeah. Like this, You think it's small, but this is huge for me because I literally couldn't get the nails off. You should have saw me. So this is so helpful.
So we need to do. We're going to do.
You have to do a TikTok for this because most girls probably glue it on.
Yeah.
Even for a photo shoot, they want to take it off in like a few days, and then they're stuck with my problem. And then my nails didn't look as cute after, because the glue. This is really big for me.
When we do our shows and our photo shoots, we do this almost every time on the models because they don't want to keep them on. So we don't want to damage their nails.
This is so smart. Wow. You guys have to do a TikTok for this.
We will. Absolutely.
So after that, you're just going to take one of those tips.
Okay.
So this is the thumbnail. I'm going to put it towards the cuticle.
Okay.
Rest it kind of against, and then just roll it on, rock it on.
Okay.
And then just put pressure on it and press it down. And as just go through them.
As you put on these nails,
this is so good.
Ariel, I know we've got, I know we're gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon, and I got one more question for you. Look at that. Look at that.
Love it.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yes.
That looks good.
Perfect.
So final question for you. Okay.
What's up?
If you had a chance to go back in time and talk to little Ariel, and sit down with her, and you've got 60 seconds. You got 60 seconds. It's like a little time warp. We're gonna go into Fantasyland a little bit. You're there. You're with little Ariel, and you have 60 seconds to talk to her, and you have to say something. What would you tell yourself?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I would tell little Ariel to continue to be the person she wants to be and not the person that she thinks everyone wants her to be. I would start there. And then I would say continue to be confident no matter who puts you down or doesn't believe in you. And that's how I would talk to myself. This is big. You put me on the spot. But that's what I would say to myself.
I love that.
I love that. Yeah, that's really good. I know it's always interesting, right? To think of yourself when you're a kid and the conversations that you would have. My gosh.
Yeah.
Those are big. And maybe you show her your nails too, right?
Yeah, I would show her my nails, and I'm glad that I found you guys now. But I definitely would have loved you guys before too, because this is so great. I can pop them on whenever I want.
Yeah, that's
Imagine if I'm going to like our WNBA championship banquet, and I want to pop these on.
That's exactly you can.
Fancy.
Yeah.
I love them for that. I honestly have worn these for 48 hours before, so they last quite a while.
Yes.
My mom is going to literally be like, my mom loves, oh my gosh, she loves nails. Oh my God, I love all her nails that she gets, and she's going to be so jealous. I'm going to have to help her and send her some for sure.
We're going to hook your mom up. So just make sure we get her address. We're going to send her a kit. Yeah. So you guys.
That would be great.
Yeah. That way you guys can. You guys absolutely can.
We're going to do it together. That would be so cute. Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I can't wait to send her this. Seriously. She's going to be like, what?
Ooh. Okay, Tracy got hers on. Let's take a look.
Can I look? Oh, yes. Oh.
Wow.
That is cute.
Those look good.
Wow. You are the GOAT. You are the GOAT.
Thank you.
And I've tried that dry push technique, Tracy. You've tried showing me, and it's not that easy.
I'm not gonna lie.
She makes it look really good.
I'm not gonna lie. I just started pressing them on. I tried to do the technique, and I was like,
it's hard.
She did it so effortlessly.
I know, that's her thing. And Tracy has a little great story about how when how well these actually last, because at a Fenty show, she had just done the model's nails, right?
And they don't tell you what their like the scene is typically. Like I didn't know. They do
Oh,
now,
really?
'cause I ask. And they're like, okay, we have rehearsal. And they all go out and they start digging in dirt and dancing and hitting the ground as hard as they can and crawling. I'm like,
and as a nail tech, you're like, the worst nightmare.
It's the worst nightmare. We did not glue those nails down. They're tabs, but most of them survived. But oh my God, I had a heart attack. I already
know. Oh my gosh. Especially if you had no idea.
Well, and it's a dress rehearsal that's like 15 minutes before the main show. So it's not like we have time to redo these nails, know?
Oh my gosh. But you guys got through it because you guys are amazing.
Yeah, we got through it. I was packing up and just going to leave, but we got through it. I'm like, I'm out.
This is too much stress for me.
I'm out.
Your nails are, I got a little sneak peek there. They're,
yeah, they look good. You want to see? I finally got all of them.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely want to. Wow. Look, you did that. Look at that.
We did that.
I love. It just makes me so happy. It's like cracked open the kit, we hang out, and you just created a work.
Next time I get a glass of wine too, though.
This is a look, honey. Okay.
It is.
Tracy said next time she gets a glass of wine. Tracy, you can do your. Tracy has one of these, by the way, and she fills it with vodka and drink, and so. She's probably going to bring that on.
Listen, I don't blame you. I was like, this is the only reason why I haven't drank out of it because I'm like, oh, they're not drinking anything. But this is a huge wine glass. It looks small, but like it's huge. Like the depth in here is.
Oh, just one glass. Just one glass.
Just one glass. Exactly.
I love it. Ariel, I want to say a huge thank you to you for hanging out with us, and it was so nice to learn about you. It was like amazing to learn about your journey and like the ups and downs. And you are an amazing human being. And I just know anything that comes your way, like you're going to be good. And I'm excited about just seeing what you do in the future. You know what I mean? Just how you build and what you do down the road in the future. It's going to be great.
Extremely.
I'm not sure what happened to my camera. I'm still here.
That's okay. We hear you.
We hear you.
Hear her. I have no idea. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
There you are. But no, I really appreciate you guys for having me, honestly. And I'm going to be calling you guys up when we win this championship, maybe for a couple photo shoots, because this is actually unbelievably amazing. And for a basketball player, some girls play with nails, but I literally cannot. I would hurt myself. But I know now when it comes to, hey, I want to look cute, because it's really hard to put on nails and still look cute and go to practice. I can pop them on it. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
Your camera's like, that's it, Ariel.
Yeah.
I'm done with them.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I know that I can pop them on and it can be great. So I appreciate you guys, and I love you guys for having me.
Same, Ariel, and would love to connect again in the future and do more stuff with you. And let's see. And we love you. So thank you for taking the time.
Of course. Thank you so much. I'm gonna finish these. Bye, guys.
Do it. Bye.
All right. See you guys.